difference in the world. And so the rest of our conference is going to be focused with the folks from YachtAid Global, and we're going to talk a little bit about our partnership with them and how you all and we can help them be more successful. So I'd like Tim Forderer and Norma Trease to come up here, and they're going to kind of talk to you about some exciting things that are happening in the yachting community to help a lot of people.
Thank you, Bill. It's always a pleasure to work with Westrec Marinas, and we all love your press conference. And you know, one of the things that I think that their action in allowing us to talk about hurricane aid relief is the fact that this is a cooperative family of the yachting. There we go. And we all work together, and that's just an incredible pleasure. To that end, just before the Monaco Yacht Show, I was called by the owner of the yacht, Catherine, and he said, I really want to do something for the situation in the Caribbean. What can we do? I know you can make things happen. So I got together with Fiona Moresco, the president of MIBA, and Sarah Futazar from BWA and Lucille Fry from BWA, and we said, why don't we try to get an industry coalition together to try to get some funds and see if we can't really make a difference. We all know that what happened in the Caribbean was unprecedented, the amount of damage, the amount of islands that were affected, some of them, of course, much more seriously than others. But it's a real true emergency, not only for people and lives and goods, but also for the yachting industry, because the Caribbean is the home of our industry. Chartering as we know it was created in Antigua by the Nicholson family in the 1950s. And every single charter yacht and every yacht that goes to the Caribbean wants to visit as many islands as possible. They want to go to the green islands like Dominica. They want to go to the more commercial islands like the St. Martin and St. Thomas to get their work done. And anywhere you go, you're going to see the effects. And some of the islands like Barbuda were virtually destroyed. So anyway, created the YachtAid Coalition. We now have over 80 businesses that have joined with that, including all of the names and numbers, which are MIBA, EBA, A-Crew, AYSS have been fantastic supporters, ISS, where we had our fantastic gala last night, and I again have to say thank you very much to Westrec Marinas for being such fantastic supporters of ISS and our Distinguished Crew Awards. And we've had an unbelievable outpouring of captains and owners and yachts that want to participate. And also we've had great cash donations. We've participated in, I can't even tell you how many press conferences and events. And the outpouring of support has been incredible. But the YachtAid Coalition is only a communications and fundraising tool. We knew that we were not able to act as operators for the incredible logistics involved in helping yachts aid the Caribbean. And this is, have no mistake about it, this is not a 1 month type of operation. This is something that's going to take a year or longer. So, of course, we reached out to the very fantastic YachtAid Global. I'm very close with the founder, Drulo, who's not here, because Mark is so busy handling logistics, but he is very, very fortunate to have been able to have by his side Captain Tim Forderer, who has spent the last dozen years traveling around the world to exotic spots, some of the most beautiful islands and ports in the world, and he is now dedicating at least a year of his life on a volunteer basis to coordinating this really serious disaster aid operation. We've had fantastic results already, and we look forward to many more. We already have a brand new website which has been launched in part because of the funds and the support of the YachtAid Coalition, but we support 100% everything that YachtAid Global does, and we anticipate to be able to help the islands as much as possible. So I'm going to take Tim's thunder here. I'm going to let him give you some more details and let some of the other dignitaries speak, but I'd just like to say thank you again to Westrec for hosting us here, and thank you to the yachting industry for your fantastic support in everything you do, and we look forward to really making something important happen together as an industry. So here we are, Captain Tim Forderer.
with support like that, how can we, and leadership like that, as an industry, how can we fail? And truly, YachtAid Global just happens to be the guy who has to take the helm. And we're all in this boat together. And it's only going to go as far as good as our navigators are and the engine room is in terms of funding and resources that we have to bear. I want to use the short time that we have to talk about some quick results we've already had that set the bar and give you an idea how you can get involved. And we're so fortunate to have Honorable Dr. Collin John McIntyre with us from Dominica. It has truly been an honor to get to know you and meet you on a personal level. What I'd like to do very quickly is give you a feel of the ground truth, the reality. His first 36 hours ashore since the devastation in Dominica. And then I want to give you some quick results that we've achieved for Dominica and that are starting to happen in the industry. Campus. Okay. So, when you first arrived, you had shared with me your reaction. You know, a bit how surreal it was. You know, being on land for the first time. And you also shared with me something that really stuck with me. The comment that your daughter made, and your friends. I'll just give it to you.
Thank you very much. Of course, Collin McIntyre from Dominica, part of the OECS and part of Caribbean, in the Caribbean. We were one of the islands totally affected by Hurricane Maria. I mean, flattened. For those of you who have been to the Caribbean and been to Dominica, as our friend said, Dominica is green. San Martin, you have like the life and the quick pace. But Dominica is green and tranquil. But if you visit Dominica today, Dominica has been totally devastated. The forest is bare. The parrots are starving for food. We have a number of parrots back home, and they're flying, they're on the floor, on the ground right now, looking for food, because the place is bare with hit. About 89% of the houses, the roofs have been damaged. So there's a serious problem with water, food, not food a lot, so much again for relief, because we've been having the support of a lot of our friends, and of course, our friends here who have helped us in terms of getting some more relief in terms of shelter for the people, so that's important. But I don't want to take much of your time, but to say, Westrec Marina, thank you for the opportunity to be here for sure. That's number one, because had it not been for you, I wouldn't be here today, at least to advocate and speak on behalf of Dominica. When I spoke with Tim, I mentioned to him when I left Dominica on Monday last week, and I flew into Antigua because I had to overnight there to get into Miami, then to here for the show. It was the first time it appeared like this was civilization again. And I came from a battlefield, a climate change battlefield, where there's no air condition, you know, the telephone system was down, water down, shelter, it's pure darkness. But it's coming back slowly, but taking a very long time. Now, my daughter, the night when I saw her after Maria, she said to me, "Daddy, why did Jesus punish us for?" She's 5 years old. And I said to her, no sweetheart, this is a hurricane. She said, no, you're not talking the truth to me. You must talk the truth. So it shows you the gravity of the young ones having, experienced Maria, and then a sudden change of just bare darkness, no lights, no TV, no Wi-Fi, no games, no water, just and no shelter. So it shows you the magnitude of what the children felt. Also to the elderly, those who could fend for themselves, as much as they can, they suffered as well too, and we're still feeling the after effects and the terms of expiration of folks in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, because there's no way they could stand something like Maria and survive. So that still continues to be a major problem. So I'm happy to be here. I met him just out of the blues as acting Prime Minister at home, and I got this call saying that someone wants to speak with me. I said, okay, and soon from now I spoke with someone from the team, I think, for the program. Then he established a chat. We started speaking, but I'm so busy back home trying to get things going. We hardly have time for the WhatsApp, so maybe every half a day, I probably send a little response to him, but he was serious and on target, and we kept at it. And I decided, okay, I got my sister to arrange a ticket. We got across here, the story of Antigua, in the Fort Lauderdale, I must say you're living paradise up here. This is paradise. When I say paradise, this is not like back in Caribbean right now for some of us. And this is no exaggeration whatsoever. So got the team, we got up here, and I must say I'm very happy. And I learned a few things from Tim and the organization yesterday when he mentioned to me that he asked me a simple question: what I think is the real aim and the purpose of the yachting industry. My narrow knowledge, mindset of the industry, I said, of course, transportation. And he said to me, no, that's not all. He said to me, heavily written in terms of humanitarian. I said, wow. And he said to me, all what's happening here is a folks who have a consciousness and believe in the Father, Jesus Christ and God, and that sort of arrangement. And I believe in that as well too, because we were spared, some of us, those of us who weren't strong enough, we had to succumb to it, those who died from the rivers and the floods. And I'm happy to be here or part of this program in that to understand the fact that transportation, yes, is a main one, but the humanitarian aspect. And I want to assure every single one here today, listening to us, listening to me, that we are very, very thankful for what you have done to the Caribbean. Not only Dominica, but some of the other islands who suffered as well too. In 1 week, we had 2 Category 5s touchdown in the Caribbean. St. Martin, went to St. Martin the day before the Hurricane Mary struck us. Mary happened to struck on my birthday as well too, 18th of September, that's when I was born. So it's a day I'll never forget in life. And what I saw in St. Martin was devastating. The Prime Minister and myself, we got back to Dominica, we decided we're going to have this meeting with top officials of the ministry. We discussed with them and we decided there's no school tomorrow on the 18th, and the private sector should close and government sector will close because we're preparing for this hurricane. And so said to done. It came on there and it really devastated the island. So this is no exaggeration. I want to say thank you to you. And those of us who want to sit by and figure that climate change and deny climate change and what you will think when making a serious mistake. This is real and we are feeling it. And some of us, even in the US too, we have felt it in Florida, in Texas, and there's more to come. So let's pay attention, let's keep together and let's try working for each other, because honestly, climate change is real and these disasters are real, and we are one of the 25 countries, islands on Earth, which directly in the path of these hurricanes originated from the Sahara across the Atlantic and hitting the Caribbean. Thank you very much. Nice being here today.
Very quickly, I want to give you an example of amazing results that are happening so far. Yesterday, we sat in a work group, Resolve Marine Group, with the great generosity of Joe Farrell. And as a result of that, there is a tug and barge that left Fort Peters, Florida with 6 containers loaded of aid for Puerto Rico. It's not in the way. And as a result of that, Joe donated one of his new command craft vessels, which is now renamed after his daughter, the Lana Road. And we are driving to Miami after we finish this press reception to meet with a group called Global Empower. We will literally pick out all of the cargo, 250 tons of cargo.
We lost the mic.
Now it's
Power's out. Anyway, power's out. We're going to keep going.
How appropriate.
Okay.
hurricane. Hey.
Yeah, hurricane. Anyway, so Resolve Marine Group. We've got 250 tons of aid going to Dominica and a ton of fuel going to Dominica. Woo! That's Joe Farrell, Resolve Marine Group. I also want to talk about another industry leader that we've met and has been shepherding us, Novus Group. As a shipbuilder, they have just jumped on board to totally endorse this effort, collaborative effort, a unified response to how we can best support Dominica and all of the Caribbean islands. And again, this is not just about YachtAid Global or Superyacht Coalition. This is all about us. Every one of you in this room can bring something to bear, whether it's talent, treasure, or time. Please go away and think about what is it that you can add value to, and give us a call. Together we are better.
London. We were excited to come because it's our third time coming to the boat show, and you guys do it really, really big. I knew I would be wowed by all of the designs and the boats and things of that nature. But what I have been most impressed with has been the compassion that I find in this yachting family. We are just overwhelmed in how you have stepped up, pooling your resources, your time, your energy, using these super yachts, these boats to get in needed supplies to these areas that have been devastated by these hurricanes, trying to get to those who desperately need the supplies. So for you to take your luxury and take it there, it really means so much. It tells a lot about you and your heart. At KJLH, we have one of our many missions is to help those that in need. KJLH stands for kindness, joy, love, and happiness. So when we were able to hear about YachtAid Global and what they are doing to make sure that these resources are getting where they needed to be, we were eager to learn more about you. So Tim, we're very happy to be part of you. To know about these resources, to know about what they're doing, to join efforts. Anytime that we are able to extend our reach from Los Angeles to help with other organizations, we are wholeheartedly on board. And so we are excited about working with you. We're excited about being a part of the yachting family. To end on a family note, my aunt used to say, when you've done all you can do to help, do more. And so with the help of YachtAid Global and all of you here, we will indeed be able to do more. So thank you so much.
Looks like we're back on here, boys and girls. I want to thank our, aren't these unbelievable in terms of their contribution? So, just to kind of close this out, I'd like to have Gary Grunwald come up and, Gary, are you there? Just to thank, just to highlight again some of the ISS award winners last night.
Thank you. Yeah, we're privileged every year for the past 15 years to give out the International Superyacht Society Distinguished Crew Award. And this year, I don't know if Marvin is here. Marvin Wilson is our recipient this year. Marvin, there's two great parts to the story. I'll just briefly say. For 6 months, he volunteered his time